Hassan Minhaj, the better Hassan, mirrors your take in this recent interview.
UK is a dead empire, and the United
How dare you
States
say that?
is a. I mean, it's an Instagram country. I told you this, that you live in an Instagram country. So there's like
Okay.
Instagram countries where you bring your girlfriend, you,
Yeah, you
pull up
take
with
photos,
bae,
but
you
it's
take
a-
photos,
yeah,
and
yeah. But
you,
it's just a
you whisper in
museum.
castles, and
Got it,
you keep
got
it
it.
moving. It's an Instagram country. You know, France is an Instagram country. Hungary is an Instagram country.
Do you think why isn't
Great
America
London.
an Instagram country?
I mean,
just out
we're
of
a-
interest, like with the yellow taxis, and they're like, I'm walking around today going like, when is like Rachel and Ross gonna like pop out of the next?
Okay, first of all, America doesn't really have a lot of Instagrammable locations. Like his assessment is just New York City, which is the only city in America. If we're being real, I know there's other cities in this country. I certainly don't live in one. I live in Los Angeles, not a real city. You know, Philadelphia is kind of a city. You know, like the northeastern territories where people initially settled have city-like qualities. And then the further out you go, Chicago is like the last point. And then past the point of Chicago, it's like not real cities. San Francisco tries to be one, right? And it has city-like qualities, but it almost feels alien. There's no other way to explain it to you guys. I know you're going to get mad. This is a take that people will get upset at. San Francisco is like desperately trying to hold on to the notion of being a city. But as far as like cosmopolitan, like global cities, New York City is probably the only one that meets that standard. San Francisco is drawing a city from memory. Yes. It's beautiful, by the way. A lot of these places are beautiful. You don't have to be a city. I'm just saying that, like, I've been all around the world, okay? I've been all around the world. And the reality of the matter is, like, the United States of America has cities, but they're not like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's just not a real, not a fully fleshed out city. It's very American. There's an American vibe associated with it that turns it into not a city kind of. You're sleeping on Dallas? Brother, if you are a holding ground for like 11 exurbs, you are not a city. You're a parking lot. This is what I'm talking about. Like, that's unbelievable. That's an unbelievable statement to make. At least with like San Francisco, you can make the argument because there's like workable public transit. It's walkable. There's a sense of community associated with it. Whereas most other cities in the United States of America is like Dallas. I was joking. Don't worry. Oh, okay. None of this is bad, by the way. It's just, it's beautiful in different ways, right? To each their own. I mean, I live in a dog shit city myself. I live in Los Angeles and I love this place. In any case, my point was he's in New York and he's like, well, that's Instagrammable. Well, it doesn't, that doesn't translate to other places in this
going
country.
up
No, there's too many
It just
potholes.
looks
No,
like
there's too
a-
many potholes. It's too
Yeah.
shitty here. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not aesthetically pleasing. But we are so you come from a dead empire. This is a dying empire.
Yeah.
The United States, we're here. We're on our deathbed. We're coding. We're about to die of cardiac arrest. As someone who is living in the future and has lived through the future, what do we have to look forward to as we see the light?
What you have to look forward to is a lot of people.
You never think about nature. It's infuriating. Oh my God, here we go. Communist Wyomingite. I wonder why a motherfucker from Wyoming would be like, you never think about nature. Yeah, I don't think about the cows either, which happen to be your only neighbors. Okay? It's crazy. We're talking about cities right now. This is city slicker shit. Okay? This is city slicker shit.
People claiming that they can bring the empire back to life by doing increasingly stupid stuff like Brexit. So like, the fantasy.
Hassan Abi, you talk big shit when the only real city in Turkey was just stolen from the Greeks. True. But it's the Turks now. It belongs to the Turks now, bitch. So
of empire doesn't leave just because the reality of it has left.
Yeah.
It's that mythology is so intoxicating and powerful. And honestly, the idea of like we once were great and we're gonna
you're sleeping on Salt Lake City. Okay, now people are trying to get me to shit on their hometowns. Okay, Salt Lake City is unbelievable because I don't think it should legally be called a city. Here's why. Salt Lake City is the modern version of like what you see in Westerns when you roll up with your horse and there's like one strip where the saloon and the barber shop is like across from one another. That's literally Salt Lake City. It is literally what Salt Lake City is one strip is like 3 blocks long. I'm not even joking, bro. It's unbelievable when people were like, oh, you got to come to Salt Lake City. And by people, I mean Cutie Cinderella. I could not believe it. It is literally a Red Dead Redemption 2 town that was modernized. They basically went, all right, let's modernize this one strip. It's actually unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, it's nice. The nature is nice, but if you don't fuck with nature, like I don't really fuck with nature. Like that it doesn't make any sense. You go there and you're like, what would they call this a city? Where's the city? It looks like they forgot to load the rest of the city, bro. It's literally 3 blocks. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking, okay? It is straight up 3 blocks long, okay? You walk from one end of the city to the other end and you're like, where's the rest of the city? Why haven't the rest of the buildings loaded? Literally, the streets were engineered to be able to turn around a team of oxen. It feels strange.
Get back there again. It's kind of something that has haunted so many civilizations again and again. You know, like the periods of the Roman Empire about trying to get back to where we were before, or you know, this kind of like revivalism.
I love the jacket. It's dope.
I think is like a big part of the politics of denial. You know, so I kind of think that the reality of empire arguably is dying, arguably may already be dead. The more forceful you have to be to control your empire, the more shaky your control is over it, probably, right? So I kind of think that actually the narrative of empire will remain and may actually become even more strident. And so the actions to try and shore that empire up, it's like, you know, the smallest kid in the like it's the small guy outside the club at 3 a.m. you got to be worried about, right? It's like that kind of overcompensatory thing.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to see more bombing of more countries, and I think we're going to see more of this kind of like beating of the war drum, more posturing.
Brown men have legit swag. Yes. They've been having legitimate swag.
More grandiose narratives, the more the reality is.
This interview sucks. Riz doesn't say Pakistan Zindabad even once. That's crazy. Pakistan Zindabad has become basically my Am Israel high chant in the morning. I wake up, in my mind, I'm thinking Islamabad is the table. Pakistan is at the table. And I say to myself, Pakistan Zindabad. And then I move on with my day. It gives me the energy necessary. My life for Pakistan. Turkey is not and will never again be the table. Get used to it, buddy. Don't even bring this up, bro. Turkey is not only no longer the table, Turkey is about to get invaded by Israel, okay? It's the opposite of being the table or at the table. Turkey is close to being Israel's next target, or rather, Turkey is close to being 3 minutes away from developing nuclear arms, if you will. Yeah, Turkey's no longer at the table. Turkey's being served as a whole ass meal, okay?